I am so excited to be chatting with you. So I have lots of questions. I've got my
Go.
notes.
Let's
So
go.
you ready for this?
Ready. Born ready.
First and foremost, thank you so much for joining me here today. We've
Yeah.
got good company as this show, and we love to chat with people who have incredible stories and who I would say are good company, and that's everyone. So thank you for being here today.
Of course. Of course. I'll be in that number. Let's go.
Yes, yes. Okay, so excited. February 20th, I can only imagine two
Yeah.
will be in theaters. And I know a lot of people have been waiting with bated breath for this. And you play a pretty big role in this movie. So growing up, we always played the game. Who would you want to play you in a movie?
Yeah.
Could you ever imagine it would be Milo?
No, I just said Kevin Hart. That was my goal in life, and that did not happen.
No, no.
Or Helen Mirren, but we're doing great. I'm doing really great.
Yeah.
No, I never really even played that game. I mean, why would anybody ever want to do something like that with me? So it's this is so fun, and he's become a really close friend. So that's even more fun than all this stuff.
Yeah, but you have such a great story that gets portrayed in this movie. And you also have a pretty big milestone coming up, turning 50 this year. So
Yep.
happy early birthday.
Yep. Whoever told that is fired.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. I will celebrate that all day. Every year I get, I will celebrate that. I was given 5 years to live 25 years ago.
Yeah.
So, with incurable cancer and all that stuff, and tumors are still on my liver, wearing out my heart. So every year, every day I get to wake up is like a joy. So we will celebrate the heck out of 50 on February 9th.
I love that
Yeah.
because yeah, like you said, 25 years ago, you got that notice from the doctor. You've got 5 years.
Yeah.
At 25,
Yep.
what was that like and how did it start to shape your faith journey?
Yeah, I mean that was just out of nowhere. I was a few years into marriage, and yeah, that was pretty shocking. And I mean, I've learned so much, or I'm learning so much along the way still. But I think the gift of sorrow, the gift of calamity and pain, is sobriety. Not just alcohol or drugs, but like just sobriety and perspective in life.
Hmm.
And so I'm cancer is not my story. What a dumb story. And anybody who's walking through anything right now, that thing is not our story. That I don't think that's your story. Our story is seeing the heart of God in and through it, that I got to wake up again today and he's at work in all things. That's my story. So that's a pretty fun story to tell all the way at 50 almost. So I'm
Yeah.
really grateful to be telling the story still. Again, not about cancer, but about Jesus is at work in all things, and he's working in and through me. So I get to wake up again today.
Yeah. How is the blessing of living an extra 25 years, an extra 20 years? But
Yeah.
of course, doctors don't know our life, our story. But
Yeah. They're
how
doing
is
their
that?
best.
They are. It's called a practice for a reason.
Yeah.
So, how has that blessing of all these years shaped your perspective of life?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would say the same thing. It's been sobriety. It's
Mhm.
like I shouldn't have another day today. So I write this. If you see the movie, you'll see that I write this X on my wrist every morning, and have for years, 15, 20 years. And the X stood for the Christ years ago. And I just was like, I'm done trying to be awesome. I'm done trying to get my way, trying to make, work for God. And what if I just, every day that he gives me, I just join Jesus in what he's doing? So that's kind of my role in life. I have one job, is just to join him in my day, because I'm not supposed to be alive today. And tomorrow, if I get to wake up again, the gift is perspective. I get to wake up again. If he wakes me up, let's go.
Hmm.
So for me tomorrow, if he wakes me up again, I will write this again. It's not a tattoo. It's like the daily practice of saying, okay, Jesus, what do you have today? I will join you today in the midst of grief, and I will hold gratitude in this. And that's really been the gift. That's really the greatest gift I know, is just, I got another day, Jesus, let's go.
Yeah. I love that you talk about holding grief and gratitude because I
Yeah.
literally said this to my daughter yesterday. I said,
Mhm.
in life, we've got the beautiful opportunity to hold two emotions at the same time.
Yes, yes.
How do you live that out in your day?
I don't know. I'm in process. I'm
Yeah.
totally in process. In my book, I talk about not using the word or not using words that end with ed at the end of them. Like I've figured or I've learned, and I'm trying to use more words with ing. Like I'm learning. I'm in the process of learning these things. I just know life is really hard, and a lot of times in our religious circles, we want to kind of wallpaper over pain and suffering and sadness and go, life's hard, but God's good. And I don't love that word but right there, to be honest. I'm trying to use the word and more there. Like life is hard. It is hard. And we can lean into the how dumb cancer is, or however, whatever your daughter's going through, that's just hard. And we can say that's hard. We don't have to say, but God's good. We say life is hard and God is at work in the midst of it with us in it. Like holding the tension of these two with the word and in between to me is really important. And it's been so helpful for me.
Yeah. And it's hard to do. It's definitely a work in progress.
Yes.
You mentioned your book.
We
Oh,
get good at what we practice, Holly,
yeah.
right? Like I get really good at what I practice. And I want to be found practicing those things.
Hmm.
So,
We talked about getting rid of the ED, and your book is called Waking Up Again.
yeah.
Can you tell us about the book and what you hope people can get from that?
Yeah, I mean, anybody who's listening right now, you've gone through something hard. You're going through something hard, or wait a week, it's coming. And there's something so beautiful about waking up again. There's something so primal about just waking up again. We got another day. And for me and for my wife, we wrote this book together. And it's a bunch of little stories and vignettes. Hopefully you will laugh your face off and hopefully you'll cry. And some stuff you'll go, wow, Tim really missed it on that one. And wow, can you see how Jesus used him in this way and helped him wake up with a new perspective? So it's really an invitation for anybody who wants to just practice waking up with intentionality. And I think joy will be the outcome.
Hmm. If someone is really struggling and they're in a season of grief,
Yeah.
what advice would you give to them to help reframe or even just
Mhm.
find a little bit of gratitude that they can in that day?
Yeah. I mean, I'll start out by just saying I'm sorry. Whatever you're in the middle of right now, no platitude, no like little scripture verse is going to help you right now, like through the thing. And that's okay. And I'm just sorry with you in it. And I think Jesus, one of the beauties of Jesus is how he's cried with people. It wasn't like, hey, don't worry about it. Just move on, be grateful. That's not what he did. And the Bible's full of, there's a practice, a Jewish practice called sitting Shiva. You got to say that very carefully.
Hmm.
But
I'll need the beep button.
yeah. But it's the practice that was like biblical for the people to sit with each other. If somebody's in grief, that you would sit with me, and if I want to get up and go eat, you would do that. If I just want to be quiet, we'll be quiet. If I want to talk about it and grieve, then you grieve with me. I mean, that is a biblical Jewish practice. So I think that is everywhere in the Bible, yet I've been taught my whole life to just push past and find gratitude. And I just don't think that's the way of the heart of God. So, what would I say to somebody? I'm saying, I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. This is so hard. And what if, just what if, I'm just going to say a what if. What if God's actually at work in things? I don't think he gave you this thing. I don't think he's like, cool, I really want to give this to you because I think you can handle it. I just don't, that's not my theology. If that's yours, that's great. But I think he's with us in the fire. And we see that over and over in scripture that I don't think he's causing these things. I think he's with us in the midst of it saying, I love you like crazy and I will walk with you. And through this process, we will do this together. And
Yeah.
you got another day. So join me in this day. So for me, it's just waking up. It's the posture of saying, Jesus, you woke me up again today. This day is really hard. Help me through this day so that I may be a blessing to my neighbor and my enemy.
Yeah. We do a horrible job as a culture of grieving. And it's
Totally.
interesting how all throughout the Bible, it does talk about people grieving. And someone
Yeah.
told me once, grief is best witnessed.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
that hit hard. So it's Yeah, definitely a great way of being able to grieve with others is with them.
And I mean, I know, Tim, shut up. But
No, no, keep
there's
talking.
this concept also on the other side of that, because I think that is an insanely beautiful line. But there's a concept on the other side of that I also had this idea early on that like, oh, my cancer is going to be helpful for everybody else, and so I've got to really buck up for everybody else. And that's like the extremes of each of these are a little dangerous to
Hmm.
me. And I want to be careful to not just live with like, because I almost felt a guilt for, and I've talked to so many people who are like, but I'm not doing a good job for everybody else. And it's like, man, I, Jesus is doing a lot of work in other people. And I don't think I have to work for him. And that's part of the gift. So 15 years ago, I quit working for God and I said, I'll never work for you again. I'll just join you. So if I need to just join you in my grief and I'm angry at you today, I think he's big enough to handle it. And if somebody else sees that, I actually think it's beautiful that they would see me wrestling with God versus just wallpapering over grief, if that makes sense. Like even
Yes.
even the pain in watching me say, God, what are you doing? I think the witnessing of even the honesty of that is really beautiful.
Yeah. People are like, well, you're also hypocritical or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
this
yeah.
just shows that true relationship
Yeah.
that we can have
Right.
that makes it different from religion.
So good, Holly. Yeah.
Yeah. We should go on tour together.
Let's go. Let's giddy up.
Yeah. Being a part, though, of I Can Only Imagine too, did you find it helpful as you reflected on your life and went through that season?
Yeah, I mean, it was really a beautiful process, even just sitting with my wife in it. So Hillary and I did a ton of interviews together on just with the whole movie crew, and them asking us a ton of questions about process. Just hearing certain things from her that I didn't know before were really beautiful and hard to hear. And then us writing this book together was actually one of the most fun things I've ever done with my wife, which seems like something that would be really hard to do. And if you ever asked us to write a song together, we might need to like call a lawyer or something. But somehow us writing this book together was so much fun. And yeah, so I think I wish everybody could write a book, honestly, about their lives or have a movie told about their lives. Because one of the things that we got to do is I watched this guy, Milo Ventimiglia, this total stud, play me. But for the first time, I got to watch me in my grief and almost have compassion for myself in a way that I've never had before. And so that was really beautiful and honoring. And I wish everybody could be able to sit back and see their lives from outside of themselves and say, oh, that was hard. I'm sorry, buddy. So
Yeah.
really an honor.
You're also the co-writer of Even If, which the movie talks a lot about, as
Yeah.
there's lots of life journeys that are happening within this particular film. What does Even If as a song mean to you?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I think the line right after, even if you don't, which is a really powerful, honest line to give to God. Um, the line that's my favorite is, my hope is you alone. Biblical hope is actually not in what God can do for me. And I thought it was my whole life. It was like, I hope he does this. I hope he does this. I hope he does this. But biblical hope is actually just Jesus. He is my hope, whether he heals me or not. And I think that holding on to grief and gratitude with a God like that you are my hope. You woke me up today. I get to just hang with you. You're the one bringing the fruit of your spirit in and through me to my neighbor. So that's my favorite line of the song.
What is something God is teaching you today?
Ooh, I mean, he disrupts me every day. Jesus disrupts me every day. When I see certain things on the news or certain political things going on, I run to saying, you're an idiot. I'm so much better than you. And yet Jesus's invitation is like, no, you don't really get to do that, Tim. You can do that if you want, but that's not my way. My way is that you'd be the blesser of even that person, praying for blessing for their family. So he gets me all the time. Or in the car, somebody cuts me off. It's like, I got things to show you or to tell you, or just in my heart. And Jesus disrupts me every single day. And I'm so grateful for it.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Tim, thank you so much for spending time with us
Of course,
today.
Holly.
This has
We
been
should,
so much fun.
yeah, we're going to get a big bus and go
Yeah.
bowling, get a bowling tour, and we're going to kill it. So good to
I'd
meet
prefer
you.
pickleball, but
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Tim, have a fantastic day. And yes, all the best, not just on the film and its release, because I know it's going to impact people in incredible ways, but just as you reach your own personal milestones and hit 50 and then 60 and then 70. And just thank you so much for being so true to who God has created you to be.
Awesome. Thank you, Holly. Good to meet you.